everyone, my name is Nikki and I am the Youth and Teen Director for the YMCA in Youngstown, and today with me I have my good friend
Charlie.
Charlie's here to help me make kinetic sand. Now, first of all, Charlie, what is kinetic sand?
Kinetic sand is sand that sticks to itself.
Right, if you go to a beach and you pick up a handful of sand, it'll fall in between your fingertips. Kinetic sand will stick together. Now, do we know why kinetic sand sticks together? Let's find out. So, kinetic sand you can form with clumps with your hands, or you could use sand toys or cookie cutters and make them into fun shapes. And it's also easy to clean up because kinetic sand
Sticks to itself.
Right. So, kinetic sand is an example of Newtonian fluid. Can anyone think of another example where we see Newtonian fluid?
Oobleck.
Oobleck is a great example of Newtonian fluid. Now, oobleck is free-flowing, whereas kinetic sand isn't. So that's why we are able to play with it and form shapes with it, because unlike oobleck, we are applying stress with our hands, with our shapes and everything like that. So you can mold it and play with it, and unlike regular sand, it will actually hold its shape for a while and then it will go back to a free-flowing blob. So, are we ready to make some kinetic sand?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so you need a couple ingredients for this activity. The first one, sand, cornstarch, and oil. Now, if you don't have vegetable oil, baby oil also works very well. It just depends on the type of viscosity that you want for your your kinetic sand. I've got oobleck on the brains. And if you want to make it fun, you could also add some food coloring to it, make it different colors. We've already made some, and we will show you guys later what it looks like.
And to stay like a normal, hands just wear gloves.
Right, because when you are mixing the food coloring, it will dye your hands. So we definitely suggest wearing gloves, keep your hands safe, dye free, and also stay clean. Ready? All right, so the big principle for mixing the sand is 5-3-1. So we're gonna use 5 parts sand. We have a big bucket of sand on the side of the table. You can't see that now. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we are using a 1/4 cup measurement. You can make this as big as you want. You can make it as small as you want, but just please remember the 5-3-1 principle. All right, the 3 parts is the cornstarch. So we're gonna mix 3 scoops of cornstarch. 1, gets a little messy. 2, and 3. Woohoo! All right. While we are getting our next stuff ready, Charlie's gonna start mixing our cornstarch and our sand together. Before you add the olive oil, just so that the cornstarch is fully mixed in with the sand. Now, any kind of sand is usable. If you have play sand in your backyard, if you have like one of those little sand boxes, that works. Or if you use sand for like an aquarium or anything like that, that also works. Our maintenance director, Dan, gave us some sand that we use to help filter our pool system, so that's where we got our sand. But you could definitely buy sand at any local store or have it delivered to your house. Charlie, how easy is it to mix the sand and the cornstarch together?
Pretty easy.
Pretty easy. Yep, that's pretty good. All right, now we are going to mix in our 1 part oil. When mixing, you want to make sure that the oil is fully absorbed into the kinetic sand. That's how it helps hold its shape.
And once it starts clumping.
Yes, when it starts clumping together, that's when you really need to start using your hands. You gotta get down in the mixture and make sure everything's getting pushed together. How does it feel right now?
Good.
All right, so today we are choosing the color red to use for our kinetic sand. Now, the cornstarch and the sand absorb a lot of the food coloring, so you will have to add a couple drops periodically, depending on how bright or vibrant that you want your colors to be for your kinetic sand. A little bit more. Oh man, I could start seeing it change color. Now, as you're making your kinetic sand tube, you feel like it needs a little bit of more of any of the materials that we use, like more sand, more cornstarch, more oil. Feel free to add in as you go. That's the best part about any science experiment, is to play a little bit with the materials and see if you can make it your own. What do you think, Charlie? Does it feel good?
Yeah, I think it's good.
All right, we are going to dump our kinetic sand into this container to see if we can start making some shapes out of it. Take it. Pack it in there. We have a fun little crab that we are using as one of our shapes. Ta-da! Hope you guys can see our little crab on the table, but it stayed its shape, and in a couple minutes, it'll go back into a flat surface. So, we hope you guys had a lot of fun watching our video today. Do not forget to help clean up any of your mess. We made some kinetic sand earlier, and we cleaned it up and we put it in a Ziploc bag so we could save it for later so we can play. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Bye.